Welcome to the weekly NodeXL Gallery Glimpse. I'm Pierre de Vries, sitting in for Mark Smith, who's on a tropical island logging tail numbers. This week we will be looking at a Twitter list. In fact, it's the list PierreDV/Spectrum. To just get a sense of what's on that list, here is the list of all those members that we're actually plotting in the chart, and some of those names we'll see coming up again. So let's look at this overall. We have a number of very loosely connected clusters. It looks like a broadcast network, and let's just click on the view an interactive version of this graph to see what it is. And yep, indeed, what we can see is a classic hub and spoke pattern where these clusters are loosely linked. And for example, we can see who the key players are: RCS Wireless News, for example, Howard Buzzkirk, TMF Associates, and Stephen Crowley. Let's now get a sense of what are the topics that were covered and are of interest this week. We can see this by looking at the keywords. So for example, in G1, we can see that the auction and Tom Wheeler were hot topics. And in fact, looking across, that does show up in a couple of other places. In G2, it's the Small Cell Forum is the center of that graph, so they're interested in having their annual conference. G3 is all about Light Squared, Charlie Ergen, Falcone, and Harbinger, so that's the bankruptcy proceeding. G4 is discussing TV whitespace, and so on. In order to get a sense of what are some of the interesting topics, let's jump down to the top URLs in the graph. You can see for each of the individual groups. Click on those, but to get a last sense of what the interesting topics are, let's scroll down and have a look at the top word pairs that have shown up. And so again, you can see the top word pairs in G1 essentially is these are the things that are interesting to folks who are following Spectrum this week: the incentive auction, net neutrality, and the open internet order. That's enough for us for this week. See you again next week. Bye.